ish. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So what I did sleep past um, a little bit past the Horde Night. Alright, so there's a bear going amok up there. Stone, stone, yes. Ah, of course. But I just figured out I didn't actually start up Trillion. I'm gonna do that. If I don't, then you guys are not gonna, well, you're not gonna be able to get in touch with me. It's that simple. I always keep forgetting about Trillion. And there we are. Up and ready. Just checking that it's loading. Alright, just gonna hop in the pass and whatnot. Connecting. Waiting for a server. Shabown. And 7 is die. Yes. It is up. Alright. So there is a bear going nuts up there. Very nice. Not hunted at the moment. And I did actually leave some food for Nixon. Alright, so I'm a little bit wounded. Gonna have some painkillers. Not really all we got. Wait, 96, well. Time to get up. So the plan is to get topside. And come on. Really? Because it's a angle. Yeah, of course it is. And a couple of steps up here. Another step up. Yeah. I do hear some zombies around. So there's not exactly at the cave, that should be fine. Sounds like just straight above me. Yeah, of course. I forgot about the gravel, but each one of these gravel pieces will help. Oh, a little bit of adrenaline. Early in the morning. I haven't cleared out this biome in a bit, so wouldn't surprise me if there's more coming in. And here I thought the bear killed them all. Nope. Did not. Well, at least I got coffee. That's a small horde. So in theory I should be able to handle this. Just kind of running around. Dropping spikes. Coffee should last me a bit. Starting to thin out a little bit. Oop. I keep forgetting about my own spikes. I can't forget about the crawler in the grass. Don't wanna get my legs sprained. That would be a no-no. The crawler in the grass. Yep. Stuck on top of that mountain. Grab a small stone. And more spikes. At this rate, I'm gonna kill myself on spikes. If I keep this up, I mean. Nurse and the crawler. Alright. Grab it real quick. Keep moving. Here's something in the grass somewhere. There's the fatso, and I am nearly out of juice. Let's see. It's not ideal. Stamina conservation is important. Okay, nearly full up again, so we run. And I got the 3 remaining fatsos and probably 1 or 2 crawlers. That's 1. That's 2. Oh, he's actually on a spike. And the 3rd one. Alright, so I'm not gonna have a chance to loot these, but not big. Whoop. Another painkiller. Oh, there's a wimpy dude came in. Oh, he's toast. This guy. Alright, just loot these guys. Don't need a duct tape yet. Anyways. Could bring back the corn seeds. It's in the morning. That stag probably went away. I would like to have some home cooked food pretty soon. That would be nice, but first of all, I'd rather have a place where I can actually live. Zombie, 2 zombies, 4, 5 maybe? Just gonna check. Oh yeah, I keep... Seriously? Drilling is not working? Oh, are you for crying out loud? I'm gonna need another quick restart, because I didn't start Trillion with the right settings, so I can actually see what you guys were typing. I was kind of curious if that was the case. Back in a few, need to restart the game again for the 3rd time and restart Trillion. So I shall return very soonish. I just need to restart Trillion, and I should be able to see what you guys are talking about. Because I run 7 Days Die with admin, I run Steam with admin, And if I don't run Trillion with admin either, it can't actually interact with it for some reason. I don't know why. Just the way it is. Come on, Trillion, start up. Don't be a douche. Let's see. Join and Mr. Jagzero's channel. There, should be sorted now. So 2 seconds. Yeah, I know. I really should have that by default, really. That's what I should have. I don't know why I haven't done it yet. Alright, connecting. Blah blah blah. Waiting for server. Alright, so say worlds. Something I keep forgetting to do quite often these days. Alright, so we're back in. They keep saving the world. I mean, it's something that's kind of essential. It's one of those things I really wish we had in 7 Days to Die, where whenever the server goes down, I mean, it just automatics. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not going that way. I'm going west. Yep. Oh, hello. I'm in the middle of a monologue here, guys. Cut me some slack, will ya? I think I can have another coffee. Yeah, can. Okay, so Sidetrack Bob is on the Sidetrack Bob thing again. I'm sidetracking. Oh, where the hell am I going? Oh yeah, I actually went the wrong way. Go figure. I was curious why I was seeing the desert and why it seems like it's so far between. Wait, no, I'm not going the wrong way. What am I even on about? Why do I even question myself? Of course I wasn't going the wrong way. I was going the right way, then I went the wrong way. Yes. Or maybe I did go the wrong way. Well, semantics. The point I'm trying to make here is that Ark has this lovely thing called an autosave. So it saves your world every 5 to 15 minutes, I think. 7 Days to Die does not have that. If your server crashes, or yeah, on a dedicated server, anyways. If your server crashes, you lose all the progress you had. That's just baboos, gone. So that's kind of annoying. And I had it happen to me a couple of times, not so many. Not a whole lot of times, but it's happened to me. And it is annoying, because you lose the amount of days that you had. I mean, it basically resets you back to day 1. Repopulates all the biomes, so all the zombies you killed, which are supposed to give you like a relief for a couple of days, they're now back with a vengeance, and they will keep following you. Oop. Hey now, ladies. It's just one of me. Oop. And they're toast. Alright, caffeine pills. I'm not even sure why I keep the jars. There's not really a point to me keeping the jars, but I do anyways. Nurse. We do approve. Alright, so that means I could scrap that. It's a crawler. Whatever. So, of course, you could move time forward. You could use the server command if you have the admin controls. You could use a thing called set time. Basically, 24 hours is, well, 1 hour is thousands. So 24 hours is 24,000. So right now we're on day 16, so it's 15 times 24,000 plus 4 hours, or plus 4,000. What am I doing? Am I stuck? Alright, I was stuck. Never mind. Grim Force Club, scrap that as well. Yeah, whatever. And I saw Nixon put in a whole bunch of crap here. Oh, we do have seeds. What do you know? Not a huge fan of our system. Let's see. Wait, what? You're sad now? Because I'm giving you crap about the system? I did? 2 seconds. So, yeah, what? Your farm is gone? Did you have a farm? I didn't know. Alright, I used all the grain alcohol. We didn't actually have any grain alcohol. We got a beaker somewhere. Screw it. Check that, whatever. Well, your thingamajig is probably still intact. It's just on the other side. This is the south side. You had a farm set up on the north side. So I think your thing is still intact. Don't you worry about that. Well, tungsten pickaxe. But I might actually have to go off stream for a little bit. A while back, I bought 2 graphics cards from an online vendor here in Norway. One of them worked pretty well for a good long while, and the other one, it died on arrival, which annoyed me to no end. So, thing is, I ended up having to... Where the hell is this thing? I ended up having to send the first card back in, which I did. And when it got back to me, they basically told me, or they basically sent it back straight away. It's like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. It's like, well, there is something wrong with it. And then I tried it on both mine and Kiara's computer, and still wouldn't work. Let's see, cement molds. And actually, the first time around, I only checked it on my computer, not hers. I now checked it on both of our computers, and it's still giving issues. But I sent it back, and there's like, well, we'll have a look at it. And I was like, well, that'd be grand. Still doesn't work. So I installed it onto her computer today, and it seemed fine for a little bit. And now it's crashed again. So if it keeps up, I have to replace the card with one of my older cards. And that's gonna probably take me like 5 minutes or so. Thereabouts. But I seriously don't get why they're getting it to run so well, and we're having nothing but issues with that card. It's a plot, I tell you. It's a plot. They just want my minis. Let's see now. There we are. It's 2 pickaxes. 9, 20, something, yes. And I probably need to eat. Do need to eat. That, scrap that. I do think we had some tool handles and whatever this is. Okay. Shovel! No reason to let that be a waste. Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that. I did go through it quite a few times, and didn't actually get anything useful. But it's kind of annoying, because I bought 2 cards, and as I said, the first one's dead on arrival. Sent it back, got a new one. That was fine. That went perfectly well. The other one, I didn't actually have an issue with for the longest time. And then I just suddenly decided to be a douche. So, pissed me off to no end. And at the same time, I'm seeing this issue on my computer. So I sent it back because I figured, well, it's obviously a warranty thing. And then they check it for a couple of days to do the same test that I had run, and they make it run just fine. So I have no idea. Maybe it's the highly charged neutrons in this area that's causing the issues. I don't even know. Point is, they're douchebags, and they'll probably remain so. So one last thing I'm gonna probably try is to have a chat with one of their tech guys, see if he actually has a solution for me. If he doesn't, then yeah, I don't really know. I'm not gonna be able to sell it. That's the thing, because it's a card that works and then doesn't work. And at first I figured it was a time thing, like it's it has to keep running for so and so long. But right now I tested it in Firmax on torture test. I did see a little bit of artifacts the first time I had it going. It went for about 15 seconds. Normally it crashed in that time. And then I went a minute and a half and didn't actually seem to give any artifacts. Because the artifacts actually came just like a flicker right after the 15-second test. And I put it on for 1.5 minutes. Still no issue. And then I just kind of figured, well, it kind of works to load up an ARC, and she's now playing for the time being, so I don't know if it'll crash further times or what. Still annoying. So, these tungsten pickaxes should do nicely. I'm not sure if you guys caught the stream where me and Nixon was multicasting. But we had quite a few dudes who watched that. But you guys saw, or some of you probably saw, when I was using the tungsten pickaxe compared to the stone axe or compared to the iron pickaxe. It's pretty crazy. Still the same issue? Okay. Yeah, sorry about this, but I'll go FK for a little bit. I'm gonna reinstall that card. So back in a few.
Okay, oh god, oh god.
Mocktails, yeah, yeah.
Alright, I'm back. So, this diabolical card is being a douche. So, it's kind of late now, but I'm gonna call the provider. Or the guys we bought the card from, because, well, as I said, bought two cards. They were pretty much the same. And the first one was dead on arrival. So we got that. We got a new one, which is working just fine. And I kind of figured that they would just kind of do the same thing. Like, straight off the bat, no questions, no nothing. So I sent in the card, and I think about a week passed or about, and then I got it back in the mail. It's like, what the hell? I mean, they just tested it for a little bit, and then they figured, yeah, looks good enough, so they sent it back. Like, well, it's still something fucking seriously wrong with the card. Like, well, I mean, have you tried this and this? And it's like, yes, I fucking tried everything. Tried new drivers, I tried old drivers, I tried pretty much everything. I took my machine apart looking for some kind of issue with that, or with my rig. And I couldn't find anything. Couldn't find a single thing wrong with it. Aside from, yeah, my power supply, which I sent back into Corsair, which I got a new one. So eventually I figured, well, I mean, I'll try it on Kira's machine. Maybe that'll be a different thing. Yeah, we're talking graphics cards. Maybe that'll be a different thing. So I tried it on her rig, and same issue. It crashed as soon as I loaded it, pretty much. So I figured it's definitely a problem somewhere, and that was all I needed to send it back in again for the second time. And when they got back to me, it's like, well, I mean, we couldn't actually find anything wrong with it. Qua? Nothing? Seriously? And I told them, I mean, I tried it on both systems. I mean, I haven't had an issue with this provider or vendor in the past. I mean, the first card that was wonky, it was dead on arrival, and as soon as I sent it in, I got a new one. I mean, they didn't even ask for shipping. I just paid the shipping to them, and then they sent me a new one, and that was done really quickly. So, but we'll see. They basically, or I talked back and forth with them on email. I was like, well, I mean, you guys are not finding an issue with this, but there is definitely an issue with the card. So I'm really curious what could be the case here, because if it works on their systems, doesn't work on mine and Kiara systems. I mean, does it only work in certain regions of the world? Is it region locked? I don't know. But it annoys me. It irks me, because it's supposed to work, but it doesn't work. like it's supposed to. So let's see. Cheers. Don't want to be eaten by something now. Voice jets. Yes. And a whole egg. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Alright, so the plan is basically to give him a ring tomorrow. And apparently they have some incredibly tech-savvy dude that specializes in weird-ass problems like mine. By the end of this, it's probably going to involve a Catholic priest and a circus bear. I'm just saying. The kind of issue we're talking about here. But we'll see what happens with that. It is plenty annoying though, because when I use something, I just kind of want it to work. It's just work, and preferably it would be nice if there's an issue which I can actually fix. Just I mean, I understand if some of the graphics card providers have crappy like drivers that they put out. I mean, that does happen from time to time, and that I can live with. This other stuff, not so much. Let's see, can I actually? Yep, that'll do. But it's just annoying. That's yeah. I have to assume that they're trying to pull the wool over my eyes in terms of the workings of the cards. But I haven't had this issue with this provider in the past, so I don't see why they should start now. Yep. Yep. At least it should work. Kind of the bare minimum. Crude oil. More crude oil than we actually need, but hey. That's alright, I guess. Wait, is this the... Oh yeah, this is the tungsten pickaxe. Yep. It's a AMD card. It's 6970. No, not 69. 7970 gigahertz edition. So they're factory overclocked. So I figured it would be some kind of troubled child's, or could be, but it's supposed to be at a frequency that's, I mean, I haven't done anything else with it. It's supposed to be overclocked from the start. So I shouldn't really need to do anything in that sense. This kind of those fancy edits of sorts. So the thing is, I bought two of them. One was a demo card, and it's the demo card that suddenly started acting up. I mean, it worked fine for a long period of time. The other card was dead on arrival, but yeah. So the demo card worked just fine, and worked fine for about a year, and then it started having issues. And I tried it on my computer and Garrett's computer, and it's showing the same issues. It works fine for a little bit, and then it's just being douchey. So if it's a driver issue or if it's something else, I don't know. But I downgraded pretty far back in terms of drivers, and didn't actually give me any improvements. I mean, it would still crash. So beats me. So next time around, I don't know. I probably will go with NVIDIA of some sort. Because, yeah. I mean, the cards has been treating me alright. till now. Don't get me wrong. But I originally bought it for mining cryptocurrencies, and it's served its purpose. So I don't need it for that anymore. No, it's just a gaming card, or just gaming cards. Came in here only to get iron and whatever, and I end up grabbing everything. Yeah, it does. And that's kind of what I figured as well, but that's, I mean, I could understand if it was on my rig, only my rig. But it's actually an issue that happens on both computers. So I don't know. Unless hardware issues have become like SDs that they spread through contact, put that card in, and then suddenly the machine will have issues. Kinda doubt that, but who knows? It's annoying, I'll tell you that much, and I can bet you dimes of dollars I won't actually get that card sold because, well, it's not working as it is. So, and yeah. So for now, my only solution is basically to get a hold of this Guru type person, which is probably about as knowledgeable about computers as I am, and have him realize that there are no other alternatives to this. Because the problem is that as soon as you've been playing for a while, I mean, okay, backstory first. Card worked from day one when I got it, and it worked fine for about 1.5 years. After that, it would not work fine. It would basically crash in the middle of games. It would basically give me a red, blue, or green color on the screen, and everything would freeze on the computer. And after that, nothing would happen. So I need to kill the computer and restart it. And if I then went into any kind of activity like gaming or something that used my GPU, it would crash the system again. If I watched just Netflix or surfed the interwebs, it was completely fine, worked just fine. But as soon as I put load on the GPU, it would crash. Now if I left it for a while, it would kind of hold out for a little bit longer. But yeah, sooner or later it would crash, and I have no idea why. None whatsoever. And this error is reproducible on 2 machines, but apparently not on the testing machine that they have. So I'm none the wiser. I have no bloody idea. So I basically checked my memory, I checked my hard drives, I checked my motherboard, I checked my PCU, and I replaced the motherboard, I replaced the CPU, and I replaced the PSU. You alive and kicking for a second?
Of course.
Well, hey,
I'm just checking my farm.
you're just checking your farm, huh?
Yeah.
Like any good farmer.
But nothing had grown, so I guess we need to be online for it to grow.
Could be.
That's stupid, dog.
Well, I mean, I haven't played much as of late. That's not that weird.
I made that farm at the same time Nixon was in here, so it's not an old farm.
Yeah. Yeah, both the cards are overclocked. They're gigahertz editions, a little bit more pricier, special retail versions of our secondary manufacturer of the cards, basically, that are factory overclocked. So it's not an overclock I did myself, and they do have cooling to kind of withstand that. And it did hold almost 100% load for a year or so, or a year or two, 1.5 years, thereabouts. So yeah, I don't know. The thing is, I mean, I figured that they would just kind of send back the cards or send me a new one just straight off the bat, because I mean the other one had a different issue, and that was no contest. I mean, that card didn't even boot, so they just sent me a new one. So I've no clue what the deal is. We'll find out.
Are we going to use the fortress in the mine?
If we're gonna do what to the what now?
The forge in the mine or under the house?
Well, I don't know. Right now there's plenty of wars down here, so I haven't seen much potassium, but I've only skimmed the surface so far. So I'm probably gonna spend a fair while down in the mine, just chilling.
I was just thinking about rocks because I want to make a concrete mix.
Right. Yeah, I set up a cement forge.
Yeah, I know. I was the one that made it.
Huh?
I was the one that made the cement mold.
You made another one?
Yeah, I made the first one, dude.
Oh, alright. I wasn't actually aware you could make one. Yeah, I put some gravel in there anyways. Yeah, I mean, Coleman, I've no bloody clue, man. I mean, this one works, and it just kept working, so... For now, it's okay. And to add insult to injury, Kira found that the latest updates to Ark kind of screwed with her performance. So, yay, all around. So she's using my older card, my 6970 card. Let's see here now. Win 4 more hits. So I was a little bit bummed out by that, so... It just keeps rebooting it. That sounds weird. Actually, I haven't tried Dying Light. It's on my to-do list at some point in time, but I haven't gotten around to it. Do you like it, Diane? Aside from the rebooting parts. Why am I carrying... Well, I guess I could make a frame. It's 8, is it? Yes, it is. Crude oil. Body blue. I think I saw Missy play it at some point in time. Looks alright. Tungsten pickaxe. No. I'm not fucking touching Windows 10 until it's been sorted.
Never.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna say never because I know that sooner or later it's almost gonna be a requirement unless someone else finds a good alternative to DirectX 12 and industry adapted, which could take years.
You know how I get into Windows 7?
No?
Windows 98 wasn't supported anymore.
Well, I mean, XP was good.
XP was alright, but it's not the best thing.
Mm. Well, I mean, Gaelic was talking about it the other day in terms of her computer, or basically Windows 10 blocking access to her, or her drivers blocking access to the game. I don't even know. Seems odd to me, but apparently that's now a thing. Yeah, I'm not touching Windows 10 anytime soon. It's just not gonna happen. When there's actually games out there that I have to, or when I come to a point where I actually have to upgrade to play video games, I'll probably do it, but not until then. Or by that time, hopefully they worked out some of the kinks. But we'll see. I mean, Windows does provide okay-ish operating system for the most part. But, yeah. It's by far not the most stable ride out there, I'd say. In terms of Windows 10, well, I mean, the main one that people had issues with Windows 10 discounted the confusion of using a new operating system, but the main issue is the fact that you can't actually decide when to install drivers. Windows 10 has complete control over that. As soon as there's a new driver out, it'll install it, and it's whatever driver they say it's the newest one. So you can't decide if you want to install or upgrade to a new driver. So in some cases, or for the most part, running the latest drivers makes sense. Because of performance gains in some cases, some games. I mean, I recall watching like patch notes for some of the drivers that came out. It's like, alright, you have 70% more performance in this game with this driver. It's like, that's actually not so bad. Now we're kind of looking more at increments, I'd say. Not insane gains for the most part. And if you have a stable driver, there's not really any reason to change it. If you're not having issues, then keep the driver you have, I say. Problem is that Windows will then roll out a driver, and these drivers are catered to mainly the newer cards. In some cases, you might actually have a faulty driver, a driver that's not functional for your card, and worst case scenario, you kind of lose access to your computer. There was a story in the news about some guy who lost access to his computer for 10 days because Windows 10 installed the latest driver. The latest driver did not agree to or agree with his older card. And yeah, that caused a lot of issues. Isn't Nightbot doing shit? I need to check if Nightbot is actually running. Let's see. But yeah, the point is, it's something that you should be able to turn off. I find that to be something of an issue. The fact that you can just kind of Well, Nightbot, you're not doing your job. It says it's actually in the game, but or in the channel, but it's not. But yeah, I'm all for people having kind of like an easy access to updates and whatnot. Lark. That's that gone.
But keep the computer free so you can do stuff if you want to do it yourself.
Yeah, I mean, at most, they should say, all right, we're rolling out this auto update driver thing. It's on by default. If you don't want it, then click off. You can't. There's no option for it. I mean, I'm hoping that they'll reverse that because it's a stupid option. I mean, you could put it this way, that there's a lot of computers out there that are not getting the latest updates, not getting the latest drivers, but those computers out there that aren't getting the latest updates anyways, it's not because, well, it's not because it's ease of access, it's more because laziness, I'd say. So, that's just my 2 cents, but I mean, I might install Windows updates maybe once a month, thereabouts. I mean, I basically have Windows tell me it's like, alright, there's a new update coming, and yada yada, and poke me if there's actually need to update. And I decide when that shit's gonna be installed, or if it's gonna be installed at all. So, I do approve that. So I'm all for that they will keep some of the lesser technical people or tech-savvy people updated. That's just well enough, or good and all, but all the other stuff, not so keen.
I'm starting to believe the zombies are following you.
Following you?
Yeah.
Could be.
Because I'm crouching, I'm not detected, but zombies are coming after me in slow pace.
You're just being paranoid.
Let go of it.
It's probably a good thing that you're paranoid. Keeps you alive longer.
Yeah.
Are you near base by any chance?
Maybe.
Well, everything's relative. Do you think I need to make a couple more shovels for this place? I made a whole bunch of tool handles, basically. We could make a couple more tools. But yeah, it's way more efficient with. Oh, don't I actually have any sticks? I probably don't, but I could break a wood frame. Yeah. Because there's actually a fair bit of ore in this mine. I mean, I'm impressed. This is back to regular Alpha 12 things. Let's see. Could I perhaps make a better one? A stone shovel. Still shit. But it'll do. Yeah, I just didn't get a. In regards to Nightbot, I didn't actually get a notification that it actually did anything. So, but yeah, I end up banning them anyways. So I'm curious how large the ban list is. I mean, how big can it actually be? That's I'm kind of curious about. 5 hits. So this is gonna be me for a while, at least until I have enough materials. Yeah, they are kind of annoying. I will agree to that. I mean, in the same way that I'm kind of curious what actual like email spam. Why is that still a thing? Because 0.1 or 0.0001% of the people will actually end up clicking on that. It's the only way I could possibly think. Yeah, I mean, but they're still generating new ones. That's kind of the issue, though. So yeah. So I don't know.
People are not pressing links they don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of my point as well. I mean,
look at me. I got 4 email by something from Blizzard or anything. My account was frozen. Instead of going to the link, I just opened my own communication to them, and I got the answer: "We haven't sent you anything."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going around there. So it's like, yeah. It's annoying, but it's still being sent out. So, I mean, I wish I could just tell them, listen, guys, I'm not gonna be fooled by some shitty ass thing. You guys might as well not send me crap, because I mean, you guys could try and send some more craftily stuff, but that's the only way it's gonna work. You guys actually have to put some effort into your emails if you're gonna have me click on your shit. Because yes, oh, I won $300 million. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's likely. I didn't even play the lottery and I won. I mean, that gotta suck for everyone else who's been paying money to play the lottery. Like, yeah, I didn't even compete, but I won. Sounds legit. Not really. Let's see here now. Yeah, there's a lot of bad spelling. I didn't enjoy reading some of the traps that people put out. I mean, they actually spent a little bit of time there luring some of the spammers along. Actually had one of those guys become part of his supposed religion or something, and he then went on to troll the spammers that apparently this guy he first had been in contact with had apparently run off with a whole bunch of money, and they haven't seen him in weeks. And it's like, if he knew anything about that, it's like, no, don't even know anything. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of weird stuff.
But to be honest, some of them, when they're making their emails and a cute story or a sad story, sometimes it's very fun just to play along, just don't give them anything and just troll them.
Yeah.
I've done that a lot of times. I had much fun with it.
2025. Oh yeah, I actually still have water. What do you know? What am I even complaining about? Didn't even notice. It's actually whole websites dedicated to trolling the spammers. Still feel like I could do with a flawless auger. That would be nice. Wouldn't mind.
You're wishing too much.
Yep. But I did read a little piece of news in regards to 7 Days to Die that they did mention after the change, or after the graphical updates. I mean, them moving to a different graphic system, or a newer one, basically. Was that we're gonna see more rapid updates, but what I read on the forums today kind of seems like they're going back to the way they had in the past, where there's more time between updates. They're not gonna have as rapid updates, rather do large stuff and then, yeah.
What?
Well, I mean, as they explain it, it's mainly a way to be able to make bigger changes to the game rather than a whole lot of small ones. I mean, they would sit down in their offices and like discuss what could we put together in like 3 weeks' time. And it's like, well, we could maybe do this or we could maybe do that, but how much of that is actually gonna help us in the long term? And of course, you had the occasional people that was like whining, it's like, oh, there's not enough content for this game, but it's still in early access, but who cares? Let's just treat this as it's a finished game. But it's not. And I kind of keep coming back to this stuff I've been saying about how I think mods will be the way that you kind of keep up with the interest with the game. And I still hold that's true.
In Arma, that you already had a good community that's already making add-ons, and 7 Days don't have that, and you don't see that much add-ons yet.
Well, I mean, there's right now, as we're speaking, there's about 40 mods for 7 Days to Die out there. Not all of them deserve to be called mods, but they are. If you think about it, like a modification. I mean, usually mods are something, to me at least, my understanding of the word is something that adds a whole lot of value to the thing. I mean, it does changes to the base game, and it adds value to your experience. And 7 Days to Die does not have a lot of full-fledged mods in that sense.
It doesn't have Ace.
It does not have Ace. No, that's true. So there's a lot of mods that I would say are not actual full-fledged mods. I mean, stuff like, yeah, remove all the dogs. Is that a mod? It's a modification to the game, but is that really what we call a mod? I wouldn't say so. Or something like no more hornets, no more dogs, less bears, or fixes, game fixes, like no more losing trees because they fall through the ground. I'm not sure how they fix that, but I assume they removed the physics, so there's no more falling trees. What's up, Jay? Oh shit. So at first I figured maybe it's gonna be like 2 weeks. Thereabouts, until we actually have Alpha 13. But reading into the language that they're using on the blog doesn't actually sound like they're that close. I mean, we haven't... There's still a whole lot of stuff that they haven't showcased yet, which is going to be part of Alpha 13. So until we actually get a full video, kind of like walkthrough of like the... For example, the new armors that's going to be part of Alpha 13, like, or clothes mainly, like the insulation values and all that. Not hold my breath. And the Fun Pimps did mention that they're kind of through with giving out dates. I mean, is going to be done at that point, and only that point. Because they saw that a lot of people, a lot of their community, kind of got, well, sad. Because, well, there wasn't a patch on that day, and in some cases, people actually got off work, or got time off work. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna play 7 Days to Die all day, and they're really pissed now because they couldn't play 7 Days to Die on their day off, which kind of makes sense. But then again, it's pretty crazy to do that.
That's, in my opinion, a luxury problem.
How so?
Because normal people can't have the entire day off just like that.
That's very true. But yeah.
I mean, bills keep coming, and it's not getting cheaper in the world, so...
Nope, it is not. Not even slightly. How are you doing, Jay? Have you had a chance to give Running Zombies a go? What am I doing?
Don't do it if you value life.
Great inspirational speech. I was so sure Nixon was gonna die.
First night.
Yeah, the fact that he didn't die was impressive. A little bit disappointed as well, almost.
Yeah.
And Melee actually started playing on a little session of Always Run. So that's kind of fun to see. I actually haven't given it much thought about Always Running Zombies on lower difficulty settings. Depends on how bad you make it. I mean, right now with low loot buttons, and they can actually, well, one zombie alone can actually kill you with.
Fuck my life.
That's what I was saying. One zombie alone can kill you, and multiple will definitely kill you.
Well, that was not a zombie.
Tree?
It was a bear.
Alright. Well, you shouldn't tickle a bear. That's just a no-no. He doesn't improve it.
I mean beer, not beer, bear, yeah. Ah, man.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I mean, I didn't even notice him. And he just come running, and I start to run, and he just slapped me in the back.
Right. Pretty common occurrence. Time to get another pickaxe. If it wasn't for the fact that this place is not really very even, I could actually consider living here.
You can make it even, you know?
Yeah, it's gonna be a pain. Can't remember the uptime. Is it? No? I can't remember the commands for the shit. I suppose I could check the... about an hour. I guess. That's what I've been been streaming. Because after an hour, it's almost a stack of some of these ores. Kind of been shying away from breaking down tungsten because it's a pain. But I got a fair few pickaxes just from this, so it's not too bad. Ugh. That
Jagger,
is-
you know the session we had yesterday?
Yeah. Yeah.
At the end there, I was medic, and my group was chasing after Nixon. I
Yeah.
had to enter the final compound, and in house I found the Nixon's team member down, passed out or something in a building. I started fighting him up, and someone said, "I think he's alive," and got panicked. And I just talked to the man that was unconscious that, "Do not move. When I'm finished, I'll let you know." And he just complaining about not being out there on PPU because I was shooting him. I went, "Go ahead, man. I'm not keeping you back if you want to go out there." I mean, you didn't need to thank you for saving me. That's rude, right?
Too stressed. Too stressed.
Yeah, probably.
Not a van, not a band, not a day.
Well, I have figured out I'm not going outside as long as it's dark outside.
Why?
Because now I don't have any lights.
Well, it's gonna be another. Well, it started to get bright out rounds 4. So it's gonna be another 6 minutes.
What? Only 6 minutes?
Well, entire night. 6 hours is 12 minutes. Or so there's 2 minutes per hour. So yes. Actually ended up watching Terminator Genesis.
What?
You seen it?
Yeah.
It's a weird movie.
I don't know. I have a feeling that every time a new Terminator movie coming out, it's Terminate to Prevo
Yeah.
in story sense, you know?
Yeah. Let's see, I
All
can
the
run
time.
back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. And I am out of here. There we are. Yeah, I got a little bit annoyed with that movie. It's like, why doesn't the Terminator kill him now? Why doesn't Skynet do that now?
Yeah, that's what they're making a new story for every new film.
Yep. Pick your own story. Yeah, I mean, it was okay to watch, but it's probably not something I'd pay money to watch.
Sadly, I did though, but
Oh, you poor man.
yeah, well, it wasn't my money, so it's okay. But
I don't actually go to cinemas very much anymore.
oh man, that's magical. That's cool. You should do that.
Your?
Take KR with you and then go to cinema.
2 secs. Just need to check something real quick. Ah, my follower alert doesn't actually work anymore. What is the deal? Streamline servers, blah 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 blah. I just need to check something real quick. It's in France. Why? Hurricane, thanks for the follow. My stupid thing is not working as it's supposed to, so it doesn't actually show. Regardless. Still appreciate the follow. But that's actually like an hour ago. He's probably not still kicking around. Either way, either way. What am I doing again? Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys are familiar with movie sins. Or, well, they're called cinema? Cinema. Let's see. And after I started watching them, after I started watching this channel, I can't just sit still and watch a movie anymore. It's like, oh, why are they doing this way? It's critical thinking 101 about movies. That doesn't make sense. You should have killed them then. It's one of the reasons why I really enjoyed The Equalizer by Denzel Washington. I mean, it's a slight spoiler, but not as much. It's a Hollywood production, so of course the main hero will survive. But I'll say this, I mean, you have a lot of movies, like, for instance, the Bond movies are notorious for this. Alright, so you, sir, are gonna die. I'm gonna kill you, and I'm gonna tell you why, and I'm also gonna tell you my entire plan, and then I'm just gonna leave the room. Or you have this, oh, don't kill me, let's talk for 20 minutes, and discuss how we ended up here and how my mom wasn't, well, how I wasn't breastfed as a kid or something, and it all escalates from there. It's a long-winded process, and this asshole, this main villain, is bad and all, and we know it, the actors know it, but still, they want to talk about it. Equalizer, the main guy, he just kills him. He just kills him. That's it. And I approve of that, because that's how I'm kind of stuck in my head. I mean, that's, or how I'm programmed of sorts. I mean, if I was killing a villain, if I was the hero, I wouldn't stand around talking about it, giving him some kind of chance to get the upper hand. It was just, okay, kill him, deal with the next problem, get the hell away, and survive, hopefully. So I'm not a huge fan of this this Bond-style evil villain talking. I'm not a huge fan.
We should probably be happy about making a movie in Jagger, because I think that would be a very boring movie.
Like me just killing the main villain and walk off?
Yeah, and then the next right after.
Yeah, run or roll credits. It's all done. Bad guy defeated. Yes, sorted.
1 minute and 20 seconds.
Yeah. 2 seconds to check if I have the right bullets. And yes.
There is one movie I like, but they managed to fuck up the film by making 2 films and the third anime film, and it's Starship Troopers.
Oh right, yeah, I kind of remember that. They made a whole bunch.
I really like. They just fucked up the 2 other movies, but
win some, lose some.
yeah.
Alright, but you're in base, right?
Yeah, I am chicken in the basement.
Could you make some steel shovels? About 4 or 5 should do. Basically, there is a mold for it already somewhere. It's either in one of the lockers or in one of the forges.
There is a mold steel.
Ah, I bloody lost it. Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, it's already in the forge, man.
Okay, yeah, that's what I said. Either the lockers or one of the forges. Ah, come on. Drink. Yes, there we are.
But how do I know how many iron ingots I need?
Well, what's the forge weight? I mean, how much do you actually need in the mold?
It's 6.0.
All right, so it's 6, and that means that you need 2 iron ores, I believe.
For one.
For 1, yeah. So if you're gonna make 5, then it's something. 10.
Wait.
10 ores.
I'll fix it. Ah, man.
Good maths. Yes.
Let me think for once.
Okay. I'm not gonna stop you from thinking. That much?
How many did you want it?
Wait, is that the entrance? That is the entrance. Oh crap! This is gonna be one of my crazy minds again. 5. You guys seen me in mine yet? I mean, I'm pretty sure Diane has, and Cole probably has as well. It's not pretty. I'll tell you that much. Give me an auger. Give me an auger. That's all I want. Flawless auger. I'm not being picky or anything, but flawless auger. That should do. But I get sidetracked. I can't even remember what we're talking about even. You seen me mine. I mean, go amok with an auger or a pickaxe in the mine before. I'm pretty sure you have, anyways.
Of course she have, and she's probably scared of talking about it.
Yeah. It's an interesting life. There's so much tungsten everywhere. Seriously, I have this shitty ass. I'm trying to spend all my shitty tungsten picks or tungsten pickaxes first, and then use the good ones. But at this rate, I'm just gonna revert this entire thing and just start using the great ones. I have 4 more to go. Seriously, how is that even? Ugh. Lonely. I'm kind of lonely down here.
I'm so lonely.
I have nobody. Just a talking head.
I really don't remember anymore, so.
Okay, I have one more chance to make something useful. Yes, yes.
No. The pain.
The humanity. You know what? I'm gonna use this guy as a storage. That's gonna freak Nixon out. Well, he doesn't actually check my stream, so he's gonna be like, "Oh, corpse. Why does he have stone travels?" Oh, right. Yeah, put that crap back.
Because we could not make one before now we can make steel.
Yep.
Or
That's
when you get back, we can make tungsten.
tungsten shovels.
Yeah.
I suppose we could. I mean, I've been making tungsten pickaxes. I brought, well, basically 11 plus the scrap we had back to base, and then I forged it, made pickaxes with the express intent of mining all the tungsten I could find here. You know what? I'm actually gonna be semi-smart about this. Well, I'm gonna starve to death, so how smart this is, I don't know. I'm actually gonna get out of the mine, and I'm gonna find some food, because I do think I need food. Leave that there. So, we're probably gonna need some potassium nitrate. Yes, we are. We're gonna make more bullets. Right, okay, so at least this time around I kind of know which way is out. It's just more of a pain to get to it. Break. Mining tree skills? What? Yeah, you might be on something there.
Well, only if you don't know what to do.
Oh,
Like me, I'm a lumberjack, so I never get killed by a tree.
yeah, never. Alright, I think this one should do. Yep, that's potassium nitrate. And so is this one. That's not gonna yield anything, is it? Yeah, it's too small. Well, Diane, I mean, you don't have to. I mean, that's... Didn't you have Miku to do that stuff for you? Let's see now. Potassium nitrates. Well, great. So I actually prepared to move out of the mine, and I then just realized I left all the coal down there, so I have to go back either way. Ooh, there's actually a pit of doom here as well. Don't approve. Oh, he rages? Well, he and Clockwork might actually have something in common then. The tiny smudge. Alright, so... Nah, I'll go down and grab some. Ugh. Well. Let's see now. So that goes there, that goes there. How much cement do we have?
72.
Okay. That's cool. Wait.
But we need a lot more.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm gonna make some more as well. So I have 274 gravel, so that's about 1,000 and change. 1,080 something. Cement after we're done with that in the forge. Of course, it's also a good idea to put that much in the forge because there's no way that zombies are gonna come for us then. So yeah.
I mean, we need to build up a wall pretty soon.
What? I mean, why?
Or a small tower of some kind.
Yeah, pillar houses rock. That looks like potassium nitrate to me. So does that. I hear a bear. He was killing zombies, or one of them was killing zombies not that long ago. When I logged on, there he was going crazy, killing zombies. I wish that the small stackolites or whatever they're called would actually drop potassium nitrates. Well, I actually haven't seen you stream it. I'm pretty sure I chucked you a follow, so I should be stalking you when you're alive. But is it a while ago since you last streamed, or what?
I think it's pretty recent. I've been visiting her channel too.
Nah.
Dying Light at night, that just piece of cake. Man.
You just haven't played with feral AI and 150% spawning of zombies.
Yeah.
Thing.
But Dying Light should have one thing. They have pretty good jump scares, especially at night.
Well, do you actually go out at night during 7 Days to Die?
I don't even have Dying Light, but I have watched tons of streams.
No, I'm on about Cyan.
Oh.
Yes. You need to feed me soon.
Food.
Yes. Oh! Crap. Yep. It's cool. It's not like I even wanted that wood. Well. It's so. Probably keep streaming for a little bit. Then we're gonna have some food. And asshole tree.
The food is alive.
Yes. Food is alive. No doubts. You know what? I'm just gonna screw those trees. Not sure if it's just me being unlucky or if it's a biome or whatever, but that is annoying. I wish they would fix that at some point in time. You know what? I'll set up, I was gonna say a tank trap, but it's not a tank trap. Rabbit traps. They haven't thought about it, but it's a decent-ish way of getting food. You won't notice me, right? You will.
Well, I have bad news.
Okay.
Now I have to find my second backpack without seeing it on the radar.
Your first one, right?
Yeah, first one.
Yep. Olay. Another beaker. Not that I need it, but lava traps. Oh, their nice spot is. Maybe I was just too quick banning the guy last time. Let's see now. Oh, it's already banned. Cheers. Ooh, deer. This is what you call local foods. And a confused zombie.
Man, there are tons of bears here. Already 2 bears in this area.
Yeah, excellent.
It was 3, but the zombies killed the one.
What? The zombies killed one?
Yeah.
Have they no respect for human, bear life? Whatsoever.
Come on,
Yeah.
Mr. Bear, help me.
I appreciate Diane. I mean, I tend to do that in Meleague's channel. There's enough douchebags going around. Between them and the trolls, that is a full-time job in itself. Really. Wood logs, yes. Alright, so I need a couple of sticks, I guess. Should do. Need a scrap frame as well. Yeah, that's the way it goes, though. I mean, if there was, some people would get flagged all the time. I mean, just as another way to troll. So that's the way it is. Unfortunate, but true. Empty purse, yes.
Come on, zombie, eat me.
What? Okay. Not gonna say nothing.
What? I was waiting for some cheesy comments or something.
Nixon's not around, so I wouldn't worry.
Yeah. There's zombies running at me.
That's great.
I wasn't even hunted, man.
Nice. Could be a wandering horde.
Well, I'm fighting Wandering Horde with a spikes, though.
Yeah. Easy enough to do. One guy's just standing there. Not sure what to do.
You inside the house?
No?
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am. Let's see now. Our third beaker. It's insane. Alright, so let's see. Scrap. Iron frame. That'll work for me. Half a minute. Well, let's see now. Rabbit's trap. I can make 12. But I'm not going to yet. So let's see. Alright, so scrap iron. Let's get some proper food going. Always nice. Oh yeah, there we are. So hundreds. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Do you need help or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Enjoy, Diane. Enjoy. So yeah, you might want to keep running. They're dead.
So, Digger, my best friend, my comrade. In
Uh-huh.
arms.
What do you want?
I
Okay.
need you for a quest.
A quest, you say?
Yeah. And the quest is to get my backpack back.
Of course you do.
The evil witch of the hill.
Okay. Yeah, I'll help you out.
Accept?
I'll pick up this quest in a moment.
What?
Let's see now. Just place it. Oh, you're kidding me. Stupid shit. What? That doesn't even make sense. That much. Stupid, stupid, stupid things. Stupid hobbitses. Alright, so we got floating rabbit traps.
What?
Yeah, we do. Are you saying this shit as well?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Look, it's a platform game.
Can't even jump up. Oh, now I can. Alright.
I win.
I don't get how this is even something. Ah well. I'm gonna make the last couple I can make. I'll be about 24. We should have food for a while. But seeing as they are actually so high up, they're gonna be easy targets for or not rabbits, but for zombies.
No problem. The zombies will not come from here.
Yeah, hope you're right.
Of course I'm right. I'm always right.
Mm-hmm. Just like Nixon never screams, right?
Yeah, something like that. But from my defense, I don't have any videos that proves it. Nixon does.
Nixon does have videos that, yes, proves he does scream.
I have even seen it, so
What? You haven't?
I have.
Oh, you have, yeah. Okay. I was curious if he was one of those few weird people that haven't seen it.
I mean, I've been lurking into your videos from Arma too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're new.
I've been watching every old videos from people that play.
Not Varys being a little bit of a douche. Okay, so that's 4 rabbit traps more. I wonder if we can make one last one. So we'll have 24 exactly, but it's no big whip. I mean, it's just an even number. I think what we're doing here is kind of unlawful. I mean, there's so many traps here. We're gonna reach a quota for this year pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna run down, grab something that gives wellness to drink. I'll be right up again.
Well, enjoy it, man, because I'm losing wellness faster than I can gain.
Yeah, you also died a couple of times. A few times. Vulnerability, oh yeah. All that lovely wellness. Chuck that in there. There is shit everywhere, I swear.
Well, it's your system.
Oh, this is definitely not my system.
I've been trying to place stuff in the categories you have placed already.
How's that working out for you?
Not at all.
Great. Are you punching something?
No.
Okay. Let's see, gunpowder. Oh yeah, I
Have you
should.
seen the new harvest video that's coming in Alpha 13?
Yeah, I have.
That's quite nice.
Yeah, they're kind of bringing it back to. Well, they're stealing some ideas of Rust.
No, Rust stole it from 7 Dice. That's how it rolls.
Okay, okay. Still in denial. Let's see now. There we are, and I'm gonna grab 5 tool handles, exactly what I needed. Yes. And chuck that in there. Grill can go there as well, and there we are. Yeah, so what did you need? Hey, Zarib. Eva. Let's see now.
Well, you was accepting the quests I was giving you.
Oh, that's right, the quest, yeah.
With no rewards at all, but harm and pain.
Sounds great. Exactly the kind of thing I sign up for.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
You have
better.
to escort this very important person to the backpack and back again.
Nope. For an important person. Got it. Kind of. I have 1 coffee left. That's great. Alright, sticks. Yes. So, do you remember where you lost your rucksack?
Yeah, southwest.
That's descriptive.
I know. I'm giving you directions, man. Just hold on.
Not complaining. So how's it going, Eva?
Keep this this direction.
Alright.
It's up here, beside the plateau almost.
Actually, never checked this camp. Can't complain. Forsaken's dying, so it's all good. All good.
Well, you are not concentrating on the quest.
What? There was a quest? Oh yeah. I'm kind of focused. I mean, there's your rucksack. Just grab it. Oh, there's 2 of them.
Yeah. The
Hello. Oh, there's a couple of hordlings coming in, by the way.
I know,
Those-
I know.
Actually, seem like they're running for you, though.
They wasn't running for me before you stand right in front of me.
Well, 2 of them are down. Got another 3rd one running for the cliffs. Basso's nearly dead. Okay, so Fasso's gonna die. I'll just lead him towards your rucksack. Oh, it's another one. Come on. Yeah. I decided that would be more fun. For me anyways. I'm not so sure about Forsaken now and then. But he kinda keeps with the program, so it's all good.
Alright, I'm good. Let's get back. You have to escort me back to get no rewards.
Alright. Did I get XP for it?
1% or so.
Alright, he's toast. I think you have a Fatso on your tail. No, you don't. Let's see. Can I make a bow? Figure I might as well make one. Just for you're not really fully dressed, are you?
No.
Alright. Oh, wait. That's, okay. What's a hull? Hollow 1. Yeah, I mean, I played with, regular zombies for the first 5, restarts I had for Alpha 12. And once I got a little bit further into the game and also started playing modded, I kind of wanted to have some kind of challenge. So I got started with this, and so far it's been sort of challenging. Not immensely so, but I mean I have died more than I normally do. So I guess that's good. Of sorts. And we still don't have a proper base, so... did you have a jacket?
Yeah, I have a yellow one.
Yeah, okay. Just gonna scrap this then. A collective sigh. Alright, loads for iron arrow. I'm running.
I never told you how terrible you are with the bow.
I'm perfect with the bow. I mean that's 50% accuracy there right there. I mean two shots and I hit with one of them. It's perfect accuracy. What do I think about Alpha 13? Well, I mean after reading a little bit about it, I do have a couple of concerns. I mean the water looks interesting. I'm not sure how it's gonna look when you actually get in the game. I'm hoping that it won't be too performance intensive. It already has a little bit of a performance dip. It's not as optimized as, for instance, Unity 4 was. And from what I read on the forums, they are actually planning on slowing down with the speed of releases a bit. To basically kind of do some more polishing on Alpha 12, make sure some stuff is working, and a little bit more focus on performance before they actually move on to Alpha 12. I mean, they do have some stuff in the pipes, which I think will be good. But I'm not seeing exactly how much Alpha 13 is going to change stuff for me, personally. The major thing is probably the weather survival, which I'm looking forward to. But, I mean, it's till we get to a point where, well, until we actually seen all of it, I don't really think we're gonna see that much drastic changes, I mean, to the way we play the game, aside from weather survival, that is. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that, the new harvest system. I think it will be interesting. Not so sure about the changes to crafting, though. We'll see how that plays out. It will be interesting to see, though. I'm not saying it will be horrible, but, yeah, we'll see. For me, basically, it means that for the first week or weeks of Alpha 13, I won't actually be able to play modded because of the changes to the recipes and whatnot, and to other changes as well. So I'm not so happy about that, but I could learn to live with it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about surviving. I'm usually okay after a couple of weeks in game. So I don't know. I mean, even the regular game has a couple of prefabs that has the forges in them. Now, I can't remember straight off the bat which one that was, but I do remember that there was at least one of them that that has it's I think it's some kind of a similar building to that one, or if it was a two-story, I can't remember. But there are some buildings that does have a forge from start. All right. Oh, did you actually get in straight at the start with like when Alpha 12 came out? Well then, I could kind of understand. What's up, Eternal Frost? How you doing? Yeah, I mean, I think Alpha 13 will be a nice addition. But I mean, it's still an alpha. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna address the main concerns that I have about the game. And the main concern for me is basically I get to a point of living or comfortable living, so I don't really have any danger around me of sorts. Sure, there are zombies and that's horrible and all, and with this mod they're more lethal. But I mean, usually in regular game, about day somewhere between day 50 and day 70, I survive very well, and I have all the ammo, and I usually have the best gear as well. And at that point, I'm kind of tuning out more and more. So that usually leads to me restarting again, and yeah, it's just the way it is for me. Now with this mod, I made it a little bit more challenging, and I have 1% loot abundance, so I'll have less loot. Zombies always run. They have feral AI, so whenever I go into towns, I'll see the entire town will wake up, coming out to eat me. And yeah. That is basically my main concern. But I think those additional, I mean any alpha for 7xi is a good thing in my opinion. So I'm excited to see how that actually works out. But I don't know, the harvest system, I mean the fact that they're just kind of copying Rust and the latest one Arc in terms of harvest system, I don't know. We'll have to see how it works out. I call it evolution, Eternal Frost. It's an evolution of gameplay. After you played for a while, I mean, just scrounging for loot doesn't really cut it anymore. And it's one of those issues with the leveling system as well. I mean, you get to a certain point, and you basically have everything in flawless. The only thing you really do is you repair stuff, and you kind of keep the same pickaxe, the same fire axe that you made maybe around level 54, 55, and you don't really have any more challenges. I mean, you do get a lot of weapons, you do get better augers, but these are mainly things that makes your life more comfortable. So after a certain point, it just kind of slows down. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm on about, Eternal. Because I too have a blast with early game. I usually play somewhat nomadic. When the zombies are not running, I play less nomadic, and when I'm playing regular game, I play less nomadic. Then I usually just whip up some easy to fortify place, and I just kind of live out of there for a while. But in modded, I really can't, because, well, zombies are that much more lethal. And they'll track me down wherever I am at, or wherever I am. So it's not really a viable option. But early game is great, and when I do start building, I usually have all the stuff I need to start building. So that is pretty great. I tend to build stuff, and I usually only start to build when I have all the parts I need to, at least to make some kind of a temporary base. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's one of those nice things. It's one of those nice things about playing on the server with other people is if you are playing on a public server, you'll see all kinds of crazy builds. It's kind of cool to see that. How people build houses and sometimes get ideas from them and vice versa. Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. I mean, I mainly just go exploring if there's actually something I really need. Later games, I just kind of go exploring if I want to get something, some kind of better tool, if I need a better auger or something. But last couple of games, I actually haven't used auger much. I've been more focused on using the machines for whatever I'm doing. And this, to me, I mean, mining, it's a pretty dangerous or brain dead activity, in the sense that I'm just kind of going around, doing whatever. Not really. I don't really need to think when I'm mining much, anyways. It's almost like therapy. It's kind of relaxing. I probably should move down there and drop off some stuff. But yeah, once you start building, it just kind of flows from there. Goes on and on and on. Feathers, crude oil, gravel, small stone. Keep one shovel with me. That's just for kicks. Oh, is that a glitch? Looks like a glitch. But it varies quite a bit. I mean, usually when I'm playing on my server, which I usually do, I run my own server. It's mainly people that I know that's playing with me, and then we usually all up in a same kind of base. But it's quite seldom that people actually branch out and make their own bases on my server, at least. Because we tend to do big builds, and there's room enough for everyone, so kind of a, well, let's go both good and bad, I suppose. I do find it really cool to see how other people build. I mean, just looking at how, for instance, Kiara builds, it's way different to how I build things. And different ideas on how to make our bases secure or whatever. I think it's cool to see how other people build. I did actually spend a little bit of time on an American server. It's basically something of a noob server, or it's called something along Noobs Incorporated or something. And it's a PvE server, and people help each other out, and there's some bases that are just crazy to look at, but they invested a lot of time in that. But that kind of leads me back to the alphas. I mean, in terms of how quickly they ship, and I would probably say it's better that they kind of do bigger updates rather than a whole bunch of small ones, because there's always this chance that you might actually have to reset your game when there's a new alpha out. I mean, even if it's, sometimes you actually have to reset even if it's a small one. And that gets kind of frustrating, considering how much time you can use on the build, or on a game. So I think it's going to be good if they kind of keep to bigger patches and maybe some hotfixes along the way. But we shall see. Gonna mine for a little bit more, and then I'm probably gonna take a break and make some dinner. Oh, this is a rich mine though. Too much stuff. It's one of my problems. I mean, I usually come in here for one thing only, and I end up grabbing everything. Yeah, something fell down. Well, I think with time that that we'll see more and more various zombies. I think that what most of us are hoping for is like totally randomly generated zombies, like no two zombies look alike. At least that's what I want. So, I mean, they'll be completely different. They'll even look different. But I think it's still too early of an alpha to really be hoping that that's gonna change. Well, I mean, the first one is pretty straightforward. The Compo-pack. It adds, well, later Compo-packs adds about 200 new buildings, prefabs, if you're familiar with the terminology. And basically gives you a bit more variety in the game. And then you have Live Free or Die, which basically makes the zombies, well, changes how quickly you bleed out. Like each zombie attack, it's either when you like light or heavy or medium, and the time it takes before you bleed out is gonna change as well. So if you get a really nasty attack from one of those zombies, there's actually a good chance that you might actually bleed out real quick, and you actually need to get some kind of medical treatment really quickly. So they also changed the fat guy in a shirt to be more of a tanky person. So he'll charge you when he goes into like well, if you damage him enough, he'll charge you and he'll explode. And that does damage to reinforced concrete. Oh shit! I got it. Get. I hate mining upwards, but I still do it. That's such a bad idea. That is still the same, regardless what kind of person you're playing. So the Fatso is a tank, and if you're playing with normal settings in terms of how they move, then he will actually start running, charging you during the daytime. And he'll explode. He even does damage to reinforced concrete, which is pretty durable, as you know. I mean, we had a pretty nice base setup the previous reset, and a single Fatso blowing up in a field of spikes would take out about 9 blocks around him and damage the 9 blocks of reinforced concrete beneath him. He'll also destroy any kind of spikes that's near. So even regular hordes that we get would actually be a problem, because the Fatsos would kind of run through the spikes and wear them out. And at some point in time, they would actually completely destroy them, so the other zombies got up close and was able to start beating on the walls. And another change that they made is that the cops, they have acidic spit that is, well, you've probably seen it already, but the acidic spit will basically do twice the damage that it used to do. And He also blows up still. That's pretty much the only change to him. He still blows up, still uses acid spit, but it does way more damage to certain materials. Secondly, they move a little bit quicker in the daylight. The zombies, that is. It's not full on running, but they move a little bit quicker. Up. And let's see, what else? It gives you a lot more crafting options. A whole lot more stuff you can craft. Like improvised splints or just the quorum stuff. It changes the game so some of the newer ovens now work, so you can actually use the ovens to cook your food in. You don't actually have to find a campfire anymore. If you find an oven, you could cook your food in one of those. And it also expands upon, well, adds a couple more but weapons, mostly just guns. Adds tungsten back in the game. Allow you to make tungsten tools and some steel tools. Adds lemonades, more cooking options, drinking options. So yeah. And yeah, I play on a server. Sorry about that. I get sidetracked. Once I go on a rant, I just kind of keep going. But it's my private server, and I play here with a couple of friends. Well, these are caffeine pills. Gives you caffeine boost. There's also anti-venom, because the hornets can now sting you and poison you. So if you don't have a high enough HP, or if you don't have healing supplies on you, you'll probably die from that. This is bloody dark. And they also add machines to the game. So you can actually make machines that refine oil barrels into gas cans and oil. Or you could make machines that do some mining for you. Does require fuel though, so depending on the machine, like the first machine needs coal to run. Lumps of coal. More advanced miner that gives a better yield. It uses fusion cells, which is also gated by books. So there's a whole bunch of new stuff that you can craft and make. And as I said, there's a couple of new weapons as well. So what we saw when we started playing with this was that we had hordes almost every day. Sometimes several times a day. The start of the game was way harder. The later stages of the game was still pretty hard, but not as difficult as the start was, obviously. It's kind of the flaw of the game itself, I'd say. Early game of 7 Days to Die is pretty fun and challenging. Later stages are kind of lacking. There's not really a proper end game to 7 Days to Die. But then again, it is an alpha, so it kind of goes to show. It's kind of dark. Kind of dark. Let's break this gravel. So you can make a whole bunch of machines, you can recharge batteries, you could farm way bit more, you can make more foods, you can craft more guns. So there's a whole range of stuff. So it's worth giving it a go. It certainly is. But I think I'm actually gonna call it there for now. I'm actually getting pretty hungry, so I'm gonna make myself some food. and I'll probably be streaming some Borderlands pre-sequel later tonight. We'll see what happens. Anyways, thanks for stopping by, and hope to see you guys on a future stream. So catch you guys later, and have a good day.